to my skull tutorial, which everyone does, but does everyone have tinfoil
on their face 4 hours?
Do you like my grill?
I know you do.
The dead crowd out there. Today I'll be teaching you how to do this. That's all I've got to offer you guys is me, undead, and my grill.
Oh, what a day. What a lovely day.
Yeah, I love Nux. I don't look like him exactly, or the War Pups. Their shiny obsession with chrome was an inspiration for this look. I wanted to be shiny, like your mom's fridge. Do you like my Nux impression? Yeah? He's so cute, you know? We're blacking out our eyebrows, FYI, do it. I mixed a blue and white paint and diluted it with water, and I'm gonna start applying it everywhere. Once you have 2 of these for the cavity on the corner of your mouth, for the cheek cavity, it's okay for them to be scrunched up a little bit. That's kind of what you want. Scrunchy, scrunchy. You want it to look very chrome. For detail, cut some long pieces like this. They can look like cracks in the skull. Make sure that you set your face with baby powder. It just takes all the moisture out. Draw on exactly where we want the latex to go, because we do not want to struggle with placement. We want everything to be pretty much the same. Okay, I'm just using a blue. I'm using this pointed round brush, and I'm going to map it out on my face. Those don't look even. Add your latex with a sponge. After you add a thin layer of latex on your face in the area of the cheek cavity, I would suggest also layering some of the tinfoil with latex if you have enough time before it dries. When applying the tinfoil slivers to your face, make sure that you're applying them in areas that the skull would be cracked. Now we're going to actually map out our skull. We'll add detailing with small brushes with the black. So get a round, small little brush like this. If you don't want to be anatomically correct, that is your prerogative. Keep in mind it's all about negative space. Now this part can be more difficult. You don't want everything to be absolutely perfect when creating the eye sockets, but you do want to make sure that they're somewhat oval-like. Look, I have glasses. Now teeth, I found a challenge, even more than the eye sockets, because you want the teeth to look like teeth, and it's often hard to create that tooth shape without really looking at your teeth as a reference. So I used my teeth, and I used other anatomically correct skulls as a reference for the teeth when I drew them on. Now add some black to the inside of your outline. I'll begin shading. Mix it with a little bit of white so it turns a gray, like a dark, 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 dark gray. Once you have a good grip on everything that should be dark and shadowed, you're going to add your eyeshadow. Again, I'm using the Sephora Black Matte Shadow, and I'm just going to apply it with a fluffy brush, all the places that I want to add shadows and detail. I'm going to add shiny chrome, because it wouldn't be a Mad Max skull without chrome. Create a couple of these that are in the shape of your teeth that you've applied already with the paint, and start gluing them on. But be careful, latex is not meant to be ingested, so do not put it in your mouth. I will not be held responsible. I applied a very, very thin layer of latex here because it does not require a great deal to stick this tiny thin piece of foil on your freaking mouth. So stay away from your lips. When you have your desired effect, which I think I'm pretty much there, then you begin doing your neck and the rest of your face, which is gonna be fun. I'm using my Sephora Matte Black Shadow again to shade because I just really like that, and then I'm gonna use a paint to go over it in order to create the outline. I'm also stretching my muscles here and there to get the defining corners of my décolleté whenever I'm adding the shadow, so that it is sort of anatomically correct in that way, even though we're not going over the bones and creating the bones. This does not need to be, whoa, am I in focus? Anatomically correct. So once it's dry and stuff, I'm literally going to pull my shirt back up. Now we're going to add the white dots that I've been dying to add this whole time, but I've been holding back because I need to finish the important things first, which is the whole thing. With a small pointed brush, you are going to start adding details. And start dotting it. I would start on your hand just to kind of see what the dots will look like with the pressure, the amount of pressure you're putting on them, and then apply to your face, so be very careful. This is a really simple process that doesn't need a lot of explanation. I am just adding white dots wherever I see fit. I love adding dots as detail, and here it's just a matter of putting it in the negative space. I would suggest adding a highlighter, which sounds crazy, but I don't like the fully matte look. Pull out a highlighter that's not warm toned. I'm using an Alchemy silver eyeshadow with this little fan brush, and I'm going to add it like I would highlighter. Now I'm going to use this. It's like a dark gray, and I'm going to go over some of the black, not all of it. Well, if you would like to paint your hand, that is suggested. Look,
How I always have like a mural on my hand.
be free, do whatever you want. I'm just here as a guide. I'll be your Gandalf. I want streaks in my freaking hair. It's all about the details, people. Those are some bad highlights, girl. Wouldn't those be like the worst highlights ever? If you're watching this and you have similar highlights, I apologize. Side note, I used this little lever here by Revlon to create all the black dots and detailing. Sorry, I'm just like, it's so shiny. This looks like Starry Night, Van Gogh. Yeah, that's cool. That's like 2 in the morning. It's almost 3 and I'm like, look at it, my hand looks like Van Gogh. Not cool looking. Me. Everyone else dresses up as Elsa, Snow White, but I just like being a skull. Be a skull with me, be undead. Let's be weird. If you like this video, don't forget to share it. Don't just keep it to yourself. I know you guys. I know you. You're selfish. Me too. But share it, okay? Because then we can expand the selfishness. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, do you. I can't talk and I'm doing a little jig. Ridiculous right now.
Let's look weird and crazy.
Side note, if you twist tinfoil in your hair, it has a really cool effect. See, kind of look like dreadlocks a little bit. We all know scented candles are the shit. Especially when they're pumpkin spice. I have pumpkin spice everything, it's ridiculous. I like it. I could go to a rave like this, you know? Like I've never been to one, but I just feel like I could.